Okay, so we are, well, I guess more so me, am getting ready to go run a couple errands today. I have to go redo some flowers for my grandma's grave because we already did Dad's on his year anniversary. I gotta get dog food, and I really need to clean up the house. We have Caden's birthday party. We're doing his early birthday party next Saturday, so I need to get some things situated there. And honestly, I am probably going to show some very transparency. This is not what I need to put on my face. I almost put lip gloss on my face. That was great. I'm going to be showing a little bit of transparency, which I've done before on TikTok, of how I have gotten my house cluttered. And I am a person who I actually hate clutter. Clutter is actually one of the things that I really, really hate. And people like that come over always come over when it's cluttered. But I'm like, no, it's not like this all the time, I promise. And I promise I'm not. But my kitchen is really prone to that just because of the location that it's in. It's like, it's an open floor concept with my kitchen and my living room. What did I just do with the lid? There it is. And so it just, I don't know. I really need to get it clean. I need to get it organized. I broke off, well, I didn't break off. Our trash can door broke off, and so I have to reconfigure it without spending money pretty much to pay someone to fix it. So it's a whole situation, and I'd have to show you. But it is Saturday. I need to redo one of my nails. This is a nail that this is a nail that had fallen off, I think like the week before Halloween or something, and I don't know. And I tried to just glue it back on, but I need to redo a whole new set. Not a whole new set, but just a whole new nail and base and everything. And I'm still not a super, super big fan of this color, but everyone that sees my hands is like, oh my God, they're so cute. And I'm like, thanks, but I don't really care for it. All right, so we have the, oh, and put Nova up, please. Before you get, he wants me to put her up. Okay, that's fine. I'll do it, it's fine. I got it. Okay, well, you put Nova up then. How about that? Perfect. So he's gonna get the dog situated. I'm gonna go ahead and just start the car because living in the Midwest, it is now cold here. We don't like it. At least I don't like it. It's dumb. And did it rain? I don't know. I was going to, oh, it is raining. Oh, this is why it sucks. See, I was going to go out and do some DoorDash because I've been doing whatever I can to make some extra money. And well, I hate to say it, but I will not DoorDash if it's raining and just like the weather's really bad. Simply because I've already gotten sick from last time when it rained and I went out to do DoorDash. And I mean, it didn't just rain, it was a full out thunderstorm and I shouldn't have been out there driving. And so I got a notification that said it was super busy. So I was going to run out there and go do some DoorDash. But now that it's raining and I don't want to get sick and it's like, oh, I need the extra money, but I'll find other ways. Like I'll find another way. And now that it's raining, I'm probably not going to go grab my grandma's flowers because the whole thing is going to be wet. And that just dawned on me now. I was gonna redo her flowers, but now that it's raining, it's probably not a good idea. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go out and just go get some dog food. And I feel, well, we're probably just gonna go get dog food. That's what I feel like is all that's gonna happen. So this is clearly what depression looks like. And I don't even know if it's really fully depression. Along with just losing track of time, overworking, working a full-time job, then trying to make some extra cash doing DoorDash and Walmart as late as possible, trying to, again, make content to make more money, to just stay afloat. But I do feel like I've been like burying even depression, which is crazy, because I'm a person who doesn't like clutter. So when my house gets cluttered, there's something definitely wrong. And I know there's something there, but I don't even know if I'm even burying that as well. Between really, I'm going to use some really harsh, probably trigger words for people. Hating what I look like from the head down to my toes. I don't know one thing on me that I like anymore. I look at myself and I'm like, I can't believe I used to model. I used to love my eyes. I hate my eyes now because of eczema, and I feel like one of my lazy eyes have gotten 10 times worse. I never got the help to get for my teeth, but now that I have kids, I'm not worried about that because I'm not trying to impress anybody anymore because I simply don't care. Ever since I got sick and then I had to be on steroids and trying to get the weight off for like 3 years now, it's not working. Everything that I know to do doesn't work anymore. And I don't know if that's because, I'm in a new state of where my age is and my body responds differently, but I used to like my legs. I hate my legs. Like, I don't have one thing on me that I like. And I think it's just started to show in my house because having a lack of friends and family. And I know I have some, but even the some that I have, I feel like either I've done something and now we're distant because I'm starting to really just, I don't know if it's, I don't want to say love myself because I don't feel like I do. I feel like I have friends, what friends I do have and what family does still talk to me, have started to distance themselves from me because I have set my boundaries and I stick up for people too much. If someone I care about is treated a certain way by someone else, I will cut them off, but then they don't cut them off. But then I stick to my guns and say, no, I don't want to be around them, but they're still around them. I think I need to stop sticking up for people like that but then again, that's my morals. And so I don't want to go against myself, but I'm really hoping that I can stay above my house getting like this again. Because even the last almost 5 years when we live in this house, I stayed on keeping my house uncluttered and unclean, or undirty. I don't even know if that's a word. I really worked hard on keeping my house clean and not dirty. There it is. But I don't know, the last 2 years have just gotten worse. Really, the last year, maybe even the last 6 to 7 months. And I don't know, I'm in a weird place to where I feel good about sticking to my own boundaries, to sticking to knowing what I will and will not deal with, but at the same time it hurts because I miss the people that I really, really cared about. But at the same time, when I sit here and say I miss them, I think about all the nasty things they've said, the nasty things they've done, and I'm like, no, I don't miss them, and they don't deserve to be missed. So I feel like I'm preparing my 8-year hiatus that I did before. I was single for 8 years. I didn't have any romantic conversations or dates with anyone, and I feel like I'm setting myself up for an official lifetime of that. And now that my kids are older, I want them to go out and live a life without me, because I don't want them to deal with me. So in the end, I'm happy that I got my house clean and I feel good about it. So there's that. And I can't even say I fully got my house clean. It's more like I got my work area clean and the kitchen, all those papers and stuff, sacks that I kind of took off screen. I am sorting through that. I have this mindset, when you got to make things dirtier to get it clean. Like, I did transfer those things over to the living room, but I have them in a place that I've already started sorting them. And most of it's just random mail. And one of them was one of my bigger Sims planners, which I put over by my workstation after I got through that. But other than that, there's little stuff here and there. I'm at least proud that I got my mudroom cleaned out, because my mud room is where I hide a lot of stuff, especially laundry, because that's where the washer and dryer is. So I just stick that there, and I'm like, oh, look, no one comes over to my house anyway, so I don't feel a need anymore to care for it as much. I bought this house, well, I built this house almost 5 years ago, and had this vision of, I'm going to have friends over, I'm going to entertain, I'm going to have family dinners here, and, COVID hit, and then, well, that didn't happen, and then after COVID, I feel like people started just flip-flopping and changing, including myself, and now, within the last year, even after losing my dad, and I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have more people over now. I even thought people were going to come over to my house after my dad's funeral, or even during that week, and I saw nobody. And I think I've just said, you know what? You're on your own again. And so I just said, well, why do I care? No one's coming here ever, so why care? But at the same time, I don't like walking into my house, and look at it and be like, why does it look like this? I don't want the clutter. I hate it. It gives me anxiety. But I'm hoping that I won't succumb to this again, which I will. I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself that I won't, but it at least felt good to get it presentable for myself. And I feel so bad because I was getting so tired right now. And I just started throwing stuff in the dishwasher with no rhyme or reason, because some of the stuff had been there for a while, and I was just like, why is this stuff still sitting here? And I hate dishes. Of course, I think everyone hates dishes, but I hate dishes simply because if anything gets too old, I'm allergic to mold, and if anything molds, which nothing should be sitting there that long. But then I also have eczema, and so I can't have my hands in water a lot, and so that's why I ended up getting a dishwasher, because I just can't deal with it. And I'm debating on getting rid of like all of my crafting stuff, because I don't craft anymore, and I've been trying to sell my designs for almost 12 years now, and clearly I suck at something. 12 years and really nothing to show for it. Every time I find a creative outlet that I feel really good at, and I make the best stuff, I get the best quality, and I'm like, yes, I make this, and then I see 2 or 3 people after me like killing it, and what's wrong with me? I don't know. I just don't have what it takes, I guess. So I don't know what this space is really going to become. Like, I'll put my computer there and feel like I'm gonna work on something, but I don't know what to work on when everything you do is a flop. Even if you're confident that, man, I'm good at this. This is good product, and I have some things that I've been sitting on that table for the whole 5 years that I've still been trying to sell on my Etsy. So, all of my hobbies are becoming just clutter holders, and I'm really ready to get rid of my sewing machine and all my craft stuff, but I would hate to do that because I also want to sell it, because I feel like it's too good to just get rid of because they're expensive. But I'm really feeling like I'm just not that person anymore, and I don't know what creative bone is left in me anymore. Well, I got majority of the space. I still need to sort through all of that because I know that's a lot of craft stuff. But I originally had this table because I was thinking that I was going to be the person who, ate at tables still when we moved. And then I also thought I would have more people at my house, but I realized I don't really have friends, and I cut out literally 90% of my local friends. So now it's just my workspace. I'm going to be completely transparent. I talked to my mom and my brothers and a couple of aunts here and there, but everyone else locally, I ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But other than that, I have everything pretty much. Oh, I forgot to put that away. Of course I did. Besides that, I got everything kind of cleaned up, straightened out. Got to get the trash out. I still have to fix my trash door. Once I finish cleaning, oh my goodness, I gotta respray that. I sprayed it, and I just gotta add water. I forgot to wipe it down after I sprayed it. My bad. I don't even know when I got that. Oh, I think that was for Mother's Day. But yeah, majority of it is cleaned and straightened. But now I have to cook. The joy of cleaning and then having to cook. But the last of the dishes will be put up. And I can get back to doing a lot of my work. And I'm probably going to sit down and have a work with me time with my Simmers journal. My Simmers journal has gone through some things. My Simmers planner and stuff like that. And I got to fix my auntie's bracelets for her. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with getting this finally cleaned. Oh my God. So, story of my life. I was going to get ready to make some drumsticks. And then I went to go start with my breading. Realized I didn't have any eggs. And it's already, what time is it? All of my clocks are not right. It's already almost 6 o'clock. I could put a Walmart order in. But then I was like, okay, whatever. I can usually bread without the eggs. Like, it'll, whatever. And then I went to go grab my breading because I don't use flour. I use my air fryer. I like to use Frosted Flakes for breading. I go in there and there's like this many Frosted Flakes left. And yes, I could put a Walmart order in, but I'm just like, you know what? No, we're just going to put in some chicken patties and I'm going to cook the rest of these Sonic fries. And so that's what's going to be for dinner, and I will cook the chicken tomorrow. And just checking the chicken, they're not completely thawed out, so maybe it worked out, so I put them back in the water. So I'm just going to put these in the air fryer, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. That's what happened. It is what it is. So let's just get these puppies in here. Okay, so yesterday was a whole situation as I was trying to, well, one, I did get everything clean. But when I went to go cook, I was like, one thing after another. This wasn't happening. This wasn't working. I broke off 2 nails, which honestly, I'm not shocked that they broke off because I was also trying to forcefully make them stay on. Because I knew that when I redid my nails, they weren't in the best of shape. So I was just trying to keep them when I knew that the inevitable probably would happen. And it did, in the middle of, not really a meltdown. I won't say it was a meltdown yesterday. And I cannot win with this glue. I'm trying and trying to keep it from gluing to itself, but I think it's time to buy some new glue. But other than that, yesterday didn't go terrible. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take these off because I just got like really, really hot out of nowhere. But just trying to maneuver and get through this and through that it was trying. But I did get through a majority of what I needed to get through of the day. And that was mainly just get my kitchen clean and sorted out, my little workstation that I've originally had made for possible like get-togethers and friends, but what are those? Which I guess we can have a little story time while I'm doing my nails here of why I decided to come back to blogging. Like I said, I originally made like a family page blog, but I am a type of person that I live in the moment with my kids. So I literally do not pull my phone out, even for like, we don't have a ton of pictures anymore because I'm in the moment, and that's not what I had my kids for, which I know people will argue left and right with that altogether. But I guess I just came back to vlogging because I not only am in a different place in my life with my kids, with friends, but I've learned that there's just a lot of people that I just don't jive with anymore. And it's not really anyone's fault. It's more so I protect my own boundaries more. But I know some people have distanced themselves from me because I've set my own boundaries and because I've voiced them, and they've gotten upset with me because I voiced my boundaries. But then they come at me saying, well, like, for example, I tell people when something is a trigger to me, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to talk about that. That's a trigger to me, and I just want to stay off of that subject. And they'll come back and say, oh, well, you trigger me doing this, this, and this. And I'm like, did you tell me prior to this conversation? And it's crickets. And I'm like, if you would have told me prior to this conversation, because clearly me telling you that I was triggered is a trigger for you. If you would have told me in prior conversations, then I would have respected that. And of course, it's going to take time. You can't expect someone to, one, know your pronouns overnight. You can't expect someone to know your triggers overnight. But if you're with them constantly and you just give them a friendly reminder, and if they're friends and they respect that because they respect their own boundaries, then they will say, oh crap, I'm sorry, I forgot, we'll work on that. But I'm a person that I have, the last 3 to 5 years of my life, I have started voicing up. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to be around that, and I will exit myself. I've started voicing that for myself, to fix myself. And when I have people coming at me and they're like, oh, well, I shouldn't have to do this because you trigger me with this, this, and this. Did you tell me before? If you have not voiced up what bothers you, how can you expect someone to get better in that aspect? So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at other people for loving themselves, for protecting themselves, because you decided to not do the same thing for yourself. And that's why I've lost friends and family, because they sit there quiet. And I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but if you would just voice that with the people that you care about, instead of attacking them for doing that for themselves, maybe you would feel better about yourself, possibly. So I do voice my do's and don'ts and what I want to put myself around. And if you as a friend or a family member don't respect that, but then you get mad at me when you've never told me, you can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at them if you've never said anything to them. How we cannot read your minds. And even if I could, I'm not going to, because you as a person have to respect and love yourself to let people know. Just like in relationships that I've been in, and the guys have said, well, I don't like this, this, and this. And at this point, they're saying it in a point when I'm saying I'm walking away. And it's like, why didn't you tell me? Because I've told you what I did and didn't like. During that time of me telling you what I do and don't like, that's the perfect time for you to reiterate the same exact thing. And I don't know if people just get scared, intimidated, but I'm very open. Like, I want to have the hard conversations with any and everybody, because how are you going to know if you don't have those hard conversations? I don't understand how proper communication would happen if you don't have those hard conversations. And I just want people to understand that. Like, no, I'm not trying to be mean. Some people will think it comes off as mean, but you literally have to love yourself. Like, that's not just a saying. You have to love yourself and respect yourself and know what you will and will not put up with, because there are people out there. Like, I have a friend who literally, best friend. Yes, we're states away, but she and I can say the good, the bad. We'll have a conversation and we'll come back to it and be like, you know what? I needed to hear that. Thank you. Like, and no hard feelings were done. I didn't get that straight. Sorry. I just take it back off. And it's like, it's okay. Like, people think that to be a friend that you need to sugarcoat and be nice all the time. Why? To be a family member, you have to sugarcoat and be nice. Oh, we're blood. So? we are still human. Like, I will never understand that. So yeah, over the 10 years of me being a content creator, I've had great friends, and those same great friends are now enemies. And I will call them enemies because I have friends, ex-friends, that showed their true colors about race, even them being their own minority. And I'm not putting up with it. I feel like I'm starting to lose family members because of the family, almost gonna say generational curse. But of the family, this is what we do in the family, this is how we handle things in the family. That doesn't mean it's okay. And I'm just not putting up for it anymore. And if that means I have literally maybe 1 or 2 friends, then so be it. I know how to make myself happy. It is what it is. Do my kids know a lot of their family members? No, but I mean, there's a lot of movement going around as well. But I mean, I'm not going to put them through the same things that you put me through. Whether you want to argue that you did or not. I was there. I know what I went through. I know what I witnessed. You can't tell me otherwise. And I think that's also what's changing a lot of family dynamics. Is, I don't know if it's my age group. I'm 36. So I don't know if it's more so because of just changing the outlook of how I look at life, changing the outlook how I see people, if it's just the change in the world and society. But like, a lot of me has just decided that the reason for me to live is to keep my happiness. And I'll do whatever it takes to keep my own happiness. Now, my happiness is not the same as other people. Like, I will fight with people that, I'm sorry, money can bring you happiness. And I know there's a lot of people that's going to say, no, it can't. It buys the things that make you happy, which is money making you happy. That's just how I am the happiest when I know my bank account isn't about to be in the negative. I am my happiest when I know that there is not one bill going to be missed. And yes, again, people say, well, that's money just giving you the things that you want. Again, that's money giving me happiness. We have to have money to buy food. We have to have money to pay for the house, to put the gas in the car. Like, money makes me happy. If I bought everything that I wanted, have it, and still have money in the bank to handle any emergency, I will be happy. So I don't know. And the thing is, when I voice my opinions and I listen to other people's and I say, okay, I see where you're coming from. I get that. That makes sense. But as soon as I say my opinions, they try to correct me. And then that's when they get the bitch. And then all of a sudden, I'm the problem. I'm like, well, hold up. I sat here and listened to you, agreed with you, and I said, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Now let me tell you where I'm coming from. And then you try to correct me. Yeah, I don't want you in my life. It is what it is. And it's like, it's not that I don't want people calling me out, because you can call me out and we can talk about it. But it's the energy that you get when I call you out. And I've lost friends that I've had for the last 6-7 years because I've caught them in lies. Caught them in, like I said, one of them was a big one for me, was race. I will not let you talk about me, my family, and the people that I am and think we can still be friends. Like, no, I take that very seriously. And there's people that don't take it as seriously as me, and I get that. So some people would probably say I'm being very radical and just too much. Like, oh, you shouldn't have ended a friendship about that. No, I'm respecting my own peace. If you're going to talk about the race that I come from, you might as well be talking about me. That's how I feel about it. Like, it is what it is. And I have chosen to take myself out of the equation on a lot of people. And yeah, I have missed my family. I have missed my friends. But at the same time, I'm not disturbing that peace. And I think that's why, I guess you can say, I just came back to vlogging to just get things off my chest. And to also just be the new me that I am. I guess you could say that. Or you could say, oh, she's just doing it now because she literally has no friends. No, I do have friends. I do. But also, I'll be honest, it's a business move too. I create on another channel, and I know a part of that, I only show video games. And I was like, do these people really know me? And I want to share that. And like I said, I tried to do a family channel before, but just putting my kids out there, like, I'm like, I don't know about that. And then on top of that, when I'm with my kids, we are in it. We are, ooh, this is not good. We are in whatever it is that we're doing, and we're enjoying it. And I didn't have the time to sit there and, oh, let's record us doing this. Like, people that have the time and energy to do it, yay for them, but I did not. I didn't pull out my phone every time we go somewhere. But I mean, now that they're older and it's pretty much just me again, single me again, like they might be in the videos here and there with things that we're doing, but they're not gonna be the center. It's just gonna be vlogging of what I'm doing daily, what my behind the scenes are going on with my making content for my other channel. You'll probably see me do self-care videos a lot, like right now, me ruining my nails. I have gotten better with my left hand, I will say that. When you're doing this by yourself and no one's doing it for you, it's a whole different type of energy. And I did get a white base. I meant to get the pink one, but when I was in the store, I just grabbed it. And then when I got home, I was like, But I will say it does help some colors come out a little better with the white base, and I actually don't mind it. We're gonna have to file this one down a lot. I don't know what it was. It just did not go on as smooth as normal, which was crazy. And also, I feel like me just kind of getting back to also just keeping myself active. I'm trying some new things today, and apparently it's definitely showing me that, hey, it's probably not the best thing to do. Yeah, I have my acrylic bonding stuff, and I put it in this cup, not thinking, and it completely ate through the cup. Holy moly. Doesn't surprise me at all. I messed up my own feng shui. I'm gonna go ahead and file this down, which is not ready to be filed. In a nutshell, by me doing my own nails, I've been doing my own nails, quote unquote, professionally for a year now. My mom got me this nail kit last Christmas. She got me the nail color last Christmas, and then she got me the full drill for my birthday, which is in February. So she split it up for birthday and Christmas. And I remember that when I was younger, I always attempted like the press-ons and the kits that you can buy at Walmart to just do my own nail. That really hurt that other finger. Ow. I dropped the drill on my other hand. And I always was fascinated with doing nails. I never wanted to be a nail tech. I almost said esthetician, whatever that is. I never wanted to be a nail tech. I just liked, I don't know, I just liked the art of doing nails. But yeah, beauty school was never a thing that I wanted to do. But even when going to go get my nails done, I always watched how they did it. And I studied it pretty much. And then I would still like go buy the kits from Walmart and stuff and then try it the same way. And then I was like, you know what's missing? I need the drill. Like I need the professional grade drill that they're using to make this easier. And I had told my mom, I was like, well, I really like doing nails, but I really like getting my nails done, but it's getting too expensive. Like, I don't want to pay that much. And then I'm not a person that would get like all the styles and stuff and get custom. Well, I want this, this, and this. I'm pretty basic. I just wanted my nails done because I couldn't keep fingernail polish on my real nails. When I did grow my nails out, even the nail hardener was hard to keep on my nails and my nails would break. And I was like, I just want to have long, pretty nails. Well, not super long, but you know what I mean. And I just started working on my own nails. And I enjoy doing my own nails. It's not for everyone. And people are like, I don't have time to do that. I like doing it because it also tells me that I have time to slow down. and just take care of me. That's one of the reasons why I like doing it as well. When I sit down and do my nails, it's like a self-care day. I do my nails, I put my feet in the soak bath, I do my facials, and I just take care of me. So I look at doing my nails now as a big self-care day for me. And on top of that, it's fun to see, like when people ask me, oh, let me see your nails. Oh my God, where did you get them done? I'm like, I did them. And you know, it's nice to brag on yourself a little bit. Okay, so I finished the nails. Like I said, this was my thumb and then my middle finger that I had to do. Like I said, I'm not sure I am a fan of the color. It's the cat eye nail polish, and stuff like that. But in a nutshell, I needed my nails done because I was missing 2 of them. So those will probably stay on before I replace the other ones because there was some little growth coming in between, but not a lot. But then we'll probably switch them out in December for some Christmas colors. I thought this was a nice mixture of like Thanksgiving, Christmas, the color, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but it is what it is. I just wanted to get my nails done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this Walmart order to get some food going. I'm probably gonna go ahead and cook that chicken that I thawed out yesterday and just have a good rest of your day. So if you're having a fantastic Sunday or wherever you're watching this, take care of yourself, love you, and just stay amazing. Bye guys.